welcome back. Stream. Final Fantasy III. We already have a save file, so let's get started. Should have let it play for a minute. So, we're back. In front of the returner hideout. King Edgar, this way, please. This point, at some point, we'll get control of our character again. We walk around a bit. Received a green cherry from that pot there. Green cherry, it prevents imp status, or cures imp status. Ooh, that nonsense in a little while. Not even the Empire would think of looking for us here. Are you sure about that? Here we go. These are going to be useful for at some point, but I don't think there's any enemies right now that give us that. Those cure mute, which basically makes it can't cast spells, and these cure blind. So we're gonna take 8 of those because those are gonna be the up and coming gameplay sessions. Let's wander around for a bit. We can't wander very far. How have I never known that this door existed? I didn't know this door existed. What in the heck? How did I not know? Help. Oh well. Actually say something. My Discord. Shout this out. Alright, now that the message is out, let's go. I don't know, the Empire would. Yeah, you just said that. Get out of my way. Thank you. We have to actually go up here. And you want to go through this door. There's a save point right up there. I suppose I'll use it real quick. I don't remember if I get locked, how much I get locked out of at this point. Bannon, we brought the girl with us, says Edgar. Bannon approaches. Is she the girl who can talk to Espers? Espers? Asks Terra. Edgar says, it seemed the Empire had complete control over her. Oh, we don't need to talk about that. Carrier pigeons brought word that she wiped out 50 of the Empire's best soldiers. That's a lot. Oh, God. And she doesn't need that. They're all trying to help her. Bannon, she doesn't remember anything, says Edgar. Stay where you are. Heard this story. When people were pure and innocent, there was a box they were told never to open. Pandora's box. But one man went and opened it anyways. All the evils, envy, greed, pride, violence, control, all that was left in the box is a ray of light, hope. We now confront those evils. Last ray of light, our only hope. Ah, Bannon. He's a little... I'm so tired. Be resting a while. He's a little more blunt in the Japanese and the more dry remake. The more dry localization and translations of the other games, and I prefer those, but I don't like the gameplay for those. Someone important to me was jailed by the Empire. I've hated the Empire ever since. Jailed, huh? I joined the Returners when I realized the Empire was rotten to the core. I wanted to make a difference. But I have no significant other in my life. Not entirely true. Besides, I'm sure there are people who feel you're important to them. They're counting on you. Yeah, well. This is where Terra has to make her decision. You have to go talk to everyone of the main NPCs in here before continuing forward. Please join us in our battle, says the random dude. We get another Phoenix down, an Air Lancet, what weapon that's for, and a True Knight, which is a relic that is very useful. We come down here, kind of worm our way down, go until we stop, around, and we get a very useful relic, a white cape. This protects against Imp and Mute and gives a really good defense boost to boot. Pardon me. Okay. Again, I would like to remind you that Magic Block and Magic Defense, I'm not sure about Magic Block, but I know Magic Defense is bugged. Which I assume... What's this guy doing? Get out of my way! Means that Magic Block is also bugged, so neither one is useful. But either way, that's a really good relic no matter what. I'm actually going to look at the items and see... An Air Lancet is a dagger. It's a wind elemental dagger. Something I'll equip on lock later. Let's wander over here and see what else everyone else has to say. The only thing I can add is that you can trust my brother implicitly. He's always been fair with me. You can trust him, Kara. Don't you dare tell him I said that. The reason why is lost in the translation is because it would embarrass Edgar to know that his brother basically needs support. He's behind him every step of the way. Kind of a fun little thing. Here's something. Someone dropped a scrap of paper. Leave it there. This little thing has been lost in translation too. I haven't found anywhere that really knows what it was supposed to be. It's gonna be tough to talk you into helping us. If we push you too hard, we're no different than the Empire, so we want you to make up your own mind, said Edgar. Well, I've already made up my mind. I know what I'm gonna do. I just saved again over that one save. Why did I do that? Oh well. Too late now. It's done. What's done is done. Yeah. Slowly walking, cause I don't have sprint shoes. Bannon, he went outside moments ago. Now, if you have to do this 3 times. If you deny him 3 times, and you finally accept, he gives you a gift. I'm not gonna be that person. I'm gonna become the hero of the story. I'm scared. The person who possesses this relic need not fear harm. Please, Terra, I'd like you to take it with you. What is this? A lucky charm. Take it. You received a gauntlet. This thing is really good for character. This allows you to wield a weapon in 2 hands, which increases the attack strength of the weapon by 1.5 times. Basically 150%. It's not quite twice, I don't think. Maybe it is twice, I don't know. I have to look. He wants everyone to get together, and then we get this funny little sequence that happens because we left the little scrap of paper at the edge of the table. Who did this? Who left this piece of paper here? And Kara giggles. It's, I guess people have guessed that it's supposed to be something. It's never exactly stated what it is. Right. We all know that the Empire is using Magitech power in battle. The point is, how has the Emperor created it? I had Locke look into the rumor that the Empire is forcing the world's finest scholars to study Esper. Locke, all the trouble in Narsh is over in Esper too. You mean there's some connection between Esper and Magitech? Bannon, I can only recall one thing: espers with Magitech power. You don't mean... Indeed. The ancient war of the Magi. No, it can't be. They wouldn't be so foolish as to commit an age-old sin. Look, my grandmother used to tell me stories about magical... Could they have been true? Could the ancient tragedy be playing out once again? It's just speculation, but historical studies have provided a number of conflicting and frightening theories. According to one theory, humans and machines imbued with powers drained. That could explain Magitech power. We can only fight Magitek enemies, Magitek weapons. It's risky, but if we have Terra speak with that Esper, it might just wake up. Wonder if that's wise. Hey, regardless, we need Terra's help. Terra, I've already made my decision, Locke. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. What nonsense. You sound as if you're enjoying this. Oh. What? What's that noise? Emergency, Sir Bannon. Uh-oh. Val Figaro. What's going on? What happened? Fire took Figaro coming this way. They found us. So the guy who said we can't possibly be found here, well, you're wrong. We haven't a moment to lose, Locke. I know. Someone has to South Figaro and slow the Empire down, right? This is right up your alley. Good luck. Sarah, please wait for me. And please, don't let a lecherous young king who shall remain nameless near you. Locke! Oh, he's mad. Hey, brother, aren't you ever gonna grow up? What are we gonna do? We'll escape down the Let River and make our way to Narsh. I want to see the Esper myself. Raft near the back entrance is a gamble, but we're fresh out of option. You're in danger here. Come with us to Narsh. You'll probably even gain some understanding of your abilities. No time to dilly-dally. Let's make for Narsh. Let's go. Time to begin one of the more frustrating game. Now, I'm gonna check everyone's gear. Good. Still got gear. Still good. Still good. Okay. Bannon. First thing we're gonna do is move him to the back of the party because he's alive for this next segment. We're going to review some of the skills on Sabin. Enemy defense, aura cannon, and of course, everyone's favorite, suplex. I'm going to be doing that a lot because it's one of my favorite animations and it's just fun. We're going to look at relics to equip on Sabin now that he's here. We're going to give him True Knight because he's beefy. We're going to look at Edgar again and give him another relic. We're actually going to give him, yeah, one hand weapon is going to be increased with 2 hands through damage. It also gives a 5-point defense boost, which is actually good. That's pretty impressive. But I don't think anything we're going to have Edgar do relies on much. And honestly, I don't think I want to give him anything else right now. We'll run him down. Let River. This raft will take us to Narsh. Hop aboard the raft. Protect Bannon at all costs. He's out of commission. Your journey's over. And first of many boss fights. Bannon can heal everybody. Kind of useful for that. Once again, I'm gonna blitz one of these dudes with a suplex because it's funny. He can join combat. There's really no point, though. Ow. Auto crossbow will finish everything off except for the dragon. Which Sabin, I did the blitz wrong. I must have hit it too fast and I thought I was doing a directional input, diagonal input or something. Which way? So here we can kind of explore the river. There's one way to go that gives you the most stuff, and I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'm gonna have Terra single target fire. No, you can't use suplex on flying enemies. So we're just gonna have to pummel them. Aura Cannon I can use too, but I kind of want to use that later for other things. Besides, Pummel is useful for getting through enemy defense. See how it ignored all their defense and didn't max damage of 200 instead of doing something else. This is a fun scene. We get to our first stop as a convenient save point. Remember that if we die, it's fine. We'll come back with all the experience we... Something really nice about this game I didn't know. This, I think we want to head up. Well, just to show it off. This is a useful grinding point. Remember exactly. Let's show off Aura Cannon. That's the half circle back motion essentially in fighting game lingo. Oh my! It's a wave. It's a Kamehameha wave, basically. Hardboil one of these guys. Bannon now has dark status or blind status, which means he's effectively used for melee combat. This is why I put the goggles on Sabin, but that doesn't happen if you act with anything like that. Because otherwise, it's going to be a problem. You almost always get two combats doing it this way. I'll Aura Cannon again. Aura Bolt in this game. The problem with Aura Bolt is that it doesn't really let you... Well, the problem with all the blitzes, they don't let you pick your target. I didn't hit the other one, I don't think. I think I didn't hit the other direction on it. Okay. I goofed. There we go. Useful place for getting levels if you feel like you need it. I don't feel like I terribly need it right now. I just did it for a little bit of extra experience, and we're going to move forward. Once again, Sabin. Oh, wait. I did it wrong. Okay. I did the blitz wrong initially, and I recorrected it. If you input the commands wrong and you know you did it wrong, you just hit B, cancel the blitz, re-enter the blitz menu, and enter it the right way. You basically get a second chance without actually incorrectly executing the blitz command. So useful things like that. Come on, kill these stupid crabs like that. 210 experience, yada yada yada. All these random combats dudes get in the way. It's gonna be a fan favorite here soon. A certain purple dude, if you will. I like him anyways. I don't know how many other people actually like this guy, but we'll meet him soon. I want to save my magic up for now. Focus on just blitzing and healthing people. Ba 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 ba. Not quite enough to kill. Not a crossbow finishes off though. Sabin does respectable damage if you use your basic attack as well, so blitzes aren't the only way to play the game. It's just one of the best ways to do it because that's his whole shtick. He's also a very strong melee combatant, so just using regular attacks is also viable. Here he is. What? What is it? It's an octopus. Here we meet Ultros. Whee! Game over. Don't tease the octopus, kids. He's slightly annoying. So, every time you use fire, he retaliates. And we suplex him. Let's find out. Ouch! Seafood soup! He says something to the equivalent of, fire is not my favorite. Yeah, you can't suplex him. Lots of things you can't do that to in this game. Bosses, usually you can. There's a couple you can. It's fun to try it out and see what you can actually suplex in this game. The animation is simply amazing, and it does really good damage. Delicious morsel, let me get my bib. Woolseyisms, rather. That attack you want basically everyone at full health for, which is why you want Bannon always casting health. Roast him again. He says the same thing every single time you roast him, and then he hits Terra with fire, or with ink, rather. Puzzleheads? Ate him. Fuck. Ow! Oh god! I might actually have Terra heal him real quick. There we go. It's everyone in turn. Oof. Yikes! That hits hard, dude. I remember he hits pretty hard. I wasn't expecting this. Arcana did so much damage to him. I think I'm going to do it again just because it did that much. If Terra doesn't finish him off. And there he goes. That's all, friends. I guess we thrashed it. Don't bet on it. Probably just hiding from us. Ew, something stuck to my leg. Oh dear, Terra. Over here, Terra. Get in the middle of the raft. Watch out! I'm gonna hit it with a blitz! What? No, Sabin. Don't distract me, brother. Whee! Always been a tad zealous. Yeah. Terra's all concerned. Oh, don't worry about him. Are you sure he's okay, Bannon? Oh, you should know better than any of us. He told me he'll flop right onto the raft. What? Seems a little too perky. In the more dry translation, and probably more accurate, the joke is that he seems he missed the raft, onto the raft part, and now he goes away. Likely he got, flung by Ultros. Edgar and Terra race toward Narsh while protecting Bannon, but what about Sabin, who was swallowed by the raging waters, as well as Locke faring after having betrayed the Empire's defenses and South Figure? All going according to plan. Choose a scenario, Kupo. Locke here acts as a fun little intermediary, little storyteller. Let's find out what's happening with Locke. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops, desperate to escape. I'm not gonna lie, I don't enjoy this part. That's gotta get a Narsh on the fly. Locke has nothing equipped. We're gonna change that. We're gonna equip with him Air Lancet, Heavy Shield, his other hand, and a Kung Fu suit. I'd rather have him equipped. What relics are available to us? Nothing, because the other characters are equipped. We'll probably have to buy another pair of shoes at some point. This is Duncan's house. I'm sure there's a hidden passage under the rich man's house. Gotta find the room that's drafty. This is an idea of how we're gonna get out of here. We have to escape in a basically an Imperial-controlled town. Can I just say I love this music, too? Careful who you talk to. You can initiate combat with these dudes. I wouldn't recommend it. They hurt. Big hurt. We don't exactly have a healer. Instead, let's come up here and talk to this guy. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you. Rude. What about down here? My grandfather was a servant for the richest man in town. Only people's dressed as merchants passed through. Well, that seems a bit tough for us, since we aren't dressed like a merchant at all. We're dressed rather as a treasure hunter. We'll visit the item shop. Avoid the armored soldiers. They have no sense of humor. What she means is that if you talk to the guys in the Magitek armor, you will actually get fried, basically. There's nothing really here worth buying. We already have a good amount of items. Check the clock. Nope. You're that thief, Locke, aren't you? Hey, call me a treasure hunter. I'll rip your lungs out. Ooh, spicy. We don't actually want to kill this guy. Notice that he's a merchant. Steal from him. Stole a plumed hat. Oh, stole his clothes too. Here we go. These are a little tight. Price is right. Woohoo! Goodness, we're in a suit now. I enjoy that the localization kept this, by the way. The GBA and other localizations basically kept that same thing, and it's simply amazing. One of those translation witty things that I actually really enjoyed about them. We can talk to this guy too and beat him in a similar manner, but there's not a point. Oh. It doesn't get us any closer to where we need to go, it just takes us along the wall. What we need to do now that we have merchant clothes, pass ourselves as a merchant. Down here. Merchant, right? You may proceed. Okay. Let's check your pots and rob you blind. Well, a thief, don't you know? Treasure hunter. Sorry, Locke. I don't mean to do you a disservice, but come on, you're a thief. Steal things from people. People, come on. I hate not having sprint shoes. Old game with old design, man. We could go buy armor and stuff. There's not a point, though. Actually, I don't think we can fight that guy anyway. From here, we actually want to pick up this guy's armor. Scram, you blockhead. Steal hit from him. Couldn't steal. We get to take a sword to the face before we can try again. Rude. Stole a tonic. Oh, stole his clothes too. Here we go. These are a little too big, but they'll do. They didn't keep that line. It rhymes in the new translation. And I love the rhyme just as much as they're a little tight, but the price was right. I don't know, I just love that statement. It's like one of the things that was kept. I guess it was because it was pretty much correctly translated. I don't know if we can talk to this guy. Count Kefka is on the verge of invading Narsh. Oh dear. Now we've learned something big. That's not good. We've also learned he's a clown. How is he capable of leading troops? Clowns aren't supposed to do that. We can actually convince this guy to step aside. Time's up. Good, I'll go take a break. We want to follow him. He's going to the pub. No, he's not. I lied. We have to go into the cafe, which has been taken over by Imperial soldiers. You know, never a dull moment. Time to guard the passage under the big mansion. Oh well, life is tough. They grabbed the famous general who turned traitor. She's locked up somewhere. Maybe we can get something out of her. There are two tunnels under the rich man's house. One leads out of town, the other to one of these houses. Oh, interesting. Now, we wanna check these, not for nothing. Check this. I don't think there's anything in here, but I want to make sure. I want to grab this cider here. I want to actually talk to this guy. Hey, you, come to steal my cider? You thief. Yes, I am a thief. Kind of you to notice, sir. I'm gonna take your clothes. Oh, come on. The random chance to steal in this game is kind of dumb. There's an item that you get that not only increases your chance to steal, but also lets you attack while doing it. We don't get that for a little while yet, but it's basically something I keep on lock the entire time once I get it. There we go. There's also two plumed hats, which isn't very useful because, well, magic. A little tight, but the price was right. Oh, oh boy. Poor guy. Took the old man's cider. It's just cider. It's not old man cider. It's not his cider specifically game. Oh my god. Why am I complaining over old mistranslations, you know? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to be that way. I'm just making nonsense up. Anyways, we're now dressed as a merchant again, so we have to be careful who we interact with once more. We could take his thing. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to check this barrel first. Don't interact with the Magitech armor. It's just bad juju. Not like you win anyways. I think you can run from those battles. Even if you beat the battle, you still end up. Okay, here's a way back through. You just take that bridge there. Yep, merchant right, you may proceed. Yop, yop, yop. Here's your cider, old man. Bug lug. Secret passage? Oh, there's one that leads to the rich man's house. Go downstairs to give my grandson the password. It's, I forget. You forget. You forget. Oh, for love of pickles. I guess it's a guessing game. Can't even read the book you're reading to see if you can give me the password that way. What a dum-dum. Alright. Well, I happen to know the password, at least I think I do. It's courage. Secret entrance. He says it so nonchalantly, like he's just expecting people to give him the password. It's like, secret entrance, here you go. Wow, quite a walk. But here we go, we're in the rich man's house. Come to the clock and see if it has anything. We got an elixir for our troubles. In the PC and GBA versions, there's pretty much an elixir hidden in every single clock. It's kind of dumb. Like, why would there be this many elixirs hidden in this stuff? The music stopped. Real troops have turned this house into their headquarters. Thanks to our informer, this town fell instant. Informer, huh? Wonder who it was. Shall we find out? And slaughter them? Oh, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm supposed to be a hero. Oh. Lame. Rascals, knock it off. He's trying to babysit the kids. Oh, what a guy. I don't like the fact there's no music, but it helps with the silliness. Oh well. Moving forward. I hear your wind. What have I done? I betrayed the town. I didn't even need the money. Tell me, you betrayed this town for money? You're the richest man in town! Let's walk behind his bookshelf. Yep. Here we go. Moving along. Change the clothes. Check the bookshelves for anything useful. Check for any passages. What about this lamp? Does it do anything? No. Oh! Seen her before. Of course. He's one of the Empire's generals. Oh! Oh! That's what this is what happens to traitors. Product of genetic engineering, battle-hardened Magitech Knight with a spirit as... wow! A spirit as pure as snow. Zealous. Oh, God. So, the mighty Stelis has fallen. How can you serve those cowards? Hold your tongue. Isn't it true Kefka's gonna poison the people of Doma to the east? Shut up. Oh! I'd hate to be in your shoes tomorrow. This is a scene they changed in later versions. They don't have them doing this to her, even though this basically makes sense. It's brutal, but, you know, they could have left it in. And it would have been fine. It's not that graphic. And it shows how mean these people really are. Now and this is the other thing. They don't have her chained up like this. Move her chains. You are? I'm with the returners. Name's Locke. Returners. It used to be General Celis. Now I'm just a common traitor. Let's go. You take me along. Thanks, but no thanks. I can barely walk. I'm grateful, but even if you got me out, you'd never be able to protect me. I think I'm better off here. Locke, I'll protect... Locke ever to protect her. Trust me, you'll be fine. Wink. Let's go. Wait. The soldier has something important on him. Take it. There's a clock key in his pocket. Take it. Stealing is wrong. Yeah. Says the guy who's stealing like 3 people's different clothes, stole cider, looks at the key and says, nah, stealing is wrong. I've had a change of heart. Uh-oh, combat. And some bread too, mumble, mumble. Well, looks like he's too tired to actually be a guard. Well, that was easy. Save point. Now, Celis doesn't start with any gear. We can change some of that. Give her leather armor at least, which increases her defense. Give her a plume hat, which is better than her hairband. Give her... Actually, we can give her a mithril blade. I'm going to change these around. How do I unequip something now? Oh. Oh, remove. Equip in her right hand a mithril blade and a heavy shield in her left hand. I suppose she could be left-handed, I don't know. Let's move forward. Oh, look at this room. Received 500 gold. Oh. Old clock is ticking. Received 1,000 gold. Ooh. Received 1,500. Ooh, we're gonna find something. Aww. I love that this game does that. It's just like, aww. How you gonna do that to me like that, huh? How you gonna do that to me? There's nothing really in here besides this stuff. You line the clock with a clock key and it opens up a secret passage. This must be the way out of town. From here, we will start encountering random encounters. They'll be on your toes. Like so. We have Vector Pups and Commanders. Celis, interestingly, knows magic. Also, these guys hurt. Celis is a runic knight. She's good in melee combat as well as spellcasting. you want to have her in the front more often than not. Whereas you want Terra mostly in the back. We don't really have a reason to ruin it yet. Let's get a cure up. With Locke, I do want to try and steal from the commander before we go too far. Actually, let's have her attack instead of using her MP. Combat in this place can be a little rough. If you beat everyone except the commander, well, assuming he lives long enough, he just runs. You only get the experience for the Vector pups. The Iron Armor for Celis. This is much better than the leather armor. It gives us a way better defense. What you could do now is actually have Locke step in the back because he takes more damage. But I'm going to try and still play a little more forward with him. Let's get our healing going, especially on Locke. Now let's keep going forward. Oh, never mind. Here's Center Combat. There's 3 commanders. I think it's the Vector pups that run if there's only one, actually. Thankfully, the commanders do damage, but they're weak compared to the pups. Grudge. Oh, right. Grudge you can use if he's the last one standing, which is an extra attack that comes out on top of his others. Kind of a nuisance, but nothing we can't ultimately handle. Oh god, more Vector pups. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the commander first. Gotta keep my eyes on my HP. Aye. Oh wow. Celis, please get us healed. Oh god. It's actually not going well. I chalk it up to lack of levels, but still. Nice! Ow! Apparently the combats here are rough. Oh wow, crit. Nice. Good shot. Locke gains a level, which is very useful for him. He's been taking a beating. Oh, wow. Here again. Come over here and get these 2 chests, which have more things for her. A heavy shield and a regal cutlass. Let's actually equip those to her. Let's give her the regal cutlass and give her... Oh, we already have heavy shields. But yeah. I have to go down, that's right. I think I have to come back here and head down from here. Yeah. We head down this way and we make a left-hand turn. I think there's another treasure chest. This is useful for us because higher defense, and I can just have Celis cast ice on all of them and get some damage spread going. Whee! Ice bolts. Yeah, again, melee attacks are halved, so it's going to be a little bit of work to do stuff back here. The bites are a reactionary attack. They survive being whacked. Thankfully, it's another victory and more gold. There's one more treasure chest back here. These earrings. These are really good, but they don't work unless they're paired. So keep those for Celis. They increase magic attack power, which is a stat that's not bugged, thank goodness. I'm actually getting really sick and tired of this, by the way. Let's see if one set of earrings actually changes much. It does. She does slightly more damage. If you paired them up, they greatly increase each other's power, and you can basically become a spellcaster main. 170 experience. We're finally out. Why are you helping me? Asked Loxus. You remind me of someone. But what's it matter anyway? I just want to, okay? Yeah, Locke, you're not convincing with that argument. We're out. Let's save. We're gonna make our way back to the cave we went through and fought some stuff with as a full group before. Now it's just a 2. For more combat, this time against new enemies. A gold bear and a primordite or something. Whatever that is. Ah, that hurts. Oh god. Yeah, that's a gouge. Oof. That hurt. Ow. 100 damage. Hey, Celis, you're on heal duty again. He's running low on MP, but we're not going to try to worry about that too much. Hope we can get through this alright. This is going to be rough. More primordites. These went down fairly easily. Yeah. Interestingly, even with Regal Cutlass, Celis still isn't beating them in one go. The Air Knife's actually better at that. More experience, more gold. That's an odd sound. That wasn't there the last time we came through here. I wonder what that could be. Ugh. Yeah, it's actually not being very useful for her to attack straight up. Odd, because she's in the front row. I guess Locke's strength stat is better than hers. Better that knife is that good with the win element on it. We want to come back for these chests now. At least I want to. Because we get some good rewards out of them, like an X potion, which heals exponentially more than what we would have gotten otherwise. If we had come through here and grabbed the chests on our way through the first time, they wouldn't have been nearly as good of rewards. Celis levels up, which is good. Her levels here. Ah! Trilobiters! New guys. Oh no, I think these guys are horrible. They have high physical defense. Let's try to attack the one stat that's bugged. Magic. Oh yeah, I don't like these guys. Poison. Ice, baby. Yeah, that's much better. They have high physical defense, but because magic defense is bugs, this doesn't work. So anything magic does better than physical in this game, just about. Outside of one exception. Shoot. I hope we can actually make it to where I need to go before I have to... Ah! No! Not more! Uh-oh. Ah! You're not allowed to crit. Ouch. Okay. Got rid of the bear. We don't want another gouge incident. There we go. I'm actually going to use a couple items here. I'm going to use potions instead. Another tincture, which is useful. If I have to use it to restore Celis's magic for some reason, I will, but... Oh, there's that sound again. Wonder what it could be. There's the bear again. Look, kill the bear. No gouges today. I learned my lesson. 100 points of damage was more than enough to convince me that this was a bad time. Yep, more. This is why streaming this is always going to be a problem. The random combats aren't something I can control, and getting through them is kind of just repetitive. Ah, not more. Why are they gold bears anyways? Why specifically gold bears in the cave? Did we just not see them the first time? Is that the point to all this? Why is it different enemies? We'll find out my theory soon. Good experience, though. We're getting stuff out of this. It's not like we're... And we get a Thunder Rod, which is, by the way, amazing. We can use the Thunder Rod and break it on something to use really powerful magic effects that always hit, I believe. What is that noise? Yeah, my question exactly. We've got a recovery spring now. Uh-oh. Something's coming out of the wall! Welcome to the Tunnel Armor fight. This is iconic. Notice how he had to shorten it to make the name fit. So, Tunnel Armor, I'll draw its magic attack. It won't hurt. Come again. I can simply absorb the attack with my runic blade. Are you sure you'll be okay? Yeah, just you watch. Yeah. You want to have Celis focus on drawing its magic, because every time it goes to attack, it's likely just going to do this. Have her pop runic every time. We actually want to see if we can steal from it. Yes, I got a good item. Air Lancet. Basically a second one for somebody. This is the thing about Celis. She can draw the magic attacks and gain magic points for doing it. Keep using runic and let Locke do the attacking. The last thing you want to do is, well, deal with fire if it happens. If that happens again, I'm just gonna have to resort to having Locke do. Yeah. You don't want to get hit by its attacks. It's just not a good time. You can deal with the physical attacks, the magic attacks, no. Even at this early stage in the they're just terrifying to deal with. Drill. How good she actually blocked it. Go runic again, and then you keep whacking at it until it... Oh. Goes the old boss stuff enemy. You got an elixir and 200 gold. Whew, looks like we're in the clear. Use the scenario, Kupo. Well, with them out of the way, let's see how the others are faring. Gonna ride down the rapids with Terra, Edgar, and Bannon. All in the back row, casting magic, tools, and healing. I think Terra has full magic still. Actually, or still has all her stuff, rather. Auto crossbow still works wonders. Have her fight it instead of trying to continue casting spells. Same with Edgar. Ah, it's actually not dead. Keep going, come on, beat it already. Thank you. There, I gained a level. Something to note, the more people you have in your party, the better you'll take things on, but the less experience you'll earn. Well, right now we earned quite a bit of experience from that fight, but if we had more people in our party, we wouldn't have earned that much. It's split between all the party members. And it conveniently spits us out not far from Narsh. Back attack of a lever. Ah, what's a rabbit gonna do? Rabbit tricks are for kids. Easily 8 equals. Not worth the hassle. Now we try and come into Narsh, and this is what happens. Hey lady, didn't you just bust in here wearing Magitech armor? Wait a sec. Get out of here if you don't. Please. Hold on, I'm King Edgar of Figaro, liar. Oh, yeah, they're calling him a liar. Ay ay ay. Bannon, of all people, like, aye, aye, aye. Edgar, that kind of attitude is deadly. He won't even listen. Kara's all like, it's all my fault. No, it wasn't. Misunderstanding at the worst. However, we don't have to go in that way. Remember, Locke brought us out of here with this. Locke first told me he fiddled with something right around here. Knowing him, there's probably some secret switch in this rock wall. Yep. Found it, almost like he knew exactly where it was. Ah, sprint shoes. How you make my life wonderful. Okay, let's see. Can't go there. So let's keep going up. Oh no, random encounters of the worst kind. Oh my god. Okay, oh no. Bannon's in real trouble right now. Tools, get rid of these guys. Health up if he gets a chance to. Thankfully we got rid of those guys. What are these guys? First class bullshitters? Alright. Thankfully that was a bad one, but we got out of it alright. We don't want that to happen again, so we're gonna heal up everybody by a spread cure. We don't want to die to that if it comes up. We have a long way to get back. Here we go. Watch the way the light goes. See how it follows this particular path? Well, goodness, was that? I think this is a security checkpoint. If we follow the light exactly, we'll probably be okay. Yep, we have to tag the glimmering light to get through it if we mess up. So it went like this. However, this is where I break. I actually want to deliberately tag the wrong light. We get a couple of enemies to fight that we don't normally meet otherwise. These guys are annoying. Thankfully, magic can help us out here. And tools. Roast them. Oh yeah. Get everybody healed up for whatever damage we took. Auto crossbow the last guy. Get 110 experience and 2 potions. Now we'll have to start again, but that particular way I think will still be available to us. But just so you can see how it works, it's basically just this. It's not that hard. It's a straightforward path to follow, you just kind of have to follow it closely. Vaporites, we fought these before. They should die in one fire, so do it. Parboil them. Yeah, they're not even really worth anything anymore. Here's where we fell through before. If we come down here, we can actually see the cave where the Moogles defend us and actually go say hi to the Moogles. Let's go say hi to Moogles. Who doesn't like Moogles? Oh, wow. This is just Google heaven. I love this name, Bill. Received a Rune Edge. Rune Edge is a double-edged sword. Rune Edge basically converts your MP to attack power. If you have someone you don't intend to use much MP, and want to get a little bit of an extra edge for a battle or two, you can equip it. But once you run out of run out of mana for it to use, it becomes a weaker kind of a weapon. It's not very useful in most scenarios. We want to come back this way to get to the house of the guy who helped us earlier. more combat, blah 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 blah. Oh god. At a certain point, this is the death. This is the death knell of some of these older JRPGs for me. It's the constant, repetitive combat. Because there's a point to it. It draws out the game, but you get so tired of doing it after a while. It's like, can we just go on with the game at this point? That's my big beef with it. Oh my god. And it just keeps going on and on. Like, we've had 5 trying to just get across this bridge to get to the next portion. If this game had required combats that you could see, and then nothing else, and they were all different, it would be one thing. That's why I actually prefer some other JRPGs over this one. And I like this game, I do. The story is amazing, but encounters and such an overused staple, archaic concept for so long. Ganon, King Edgar, and Terra. Now he has a name. His name is Arvis, apparently. Arvis, what's happening here in Narsh? The town is neutral. I tried to get the people decided to return. Maybe why on earth have you come here? First, how are your people doing? All went slightly berserk when heard. Oh dear. I believe this young woman reaching out to that Esper. We're dying to know what the Esper looks like. Sure, I can help restore some order in our town? Maybe. That Esper is either going to save us or dig us into the grave. Well, we have one story left. How is Sabin doing? Well, we're not going to find out today. This is a story best saved for a whole stream. This is the best, one of the best parts of the game. I don't want to ruin it. I'm tired to really. As it is, I'm a little tired, so I'm going to call this stream here. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Cheers.